So Donald Trump has issued a couple of executive orders, and I mean, let's understand one thing. The vast majority of executive orders that Donald Trump has issued have essentially been press releases. The one that he signed yesterday, eliminating the Department of Education, well, today the Department of Education still exists, and it's still fully funded. They fired a bunch of employees, yes. Those employees, if they go to court, will get their jobs back and will get back pay. Something like 25,000 federal employees last week who were probationary employers who were fired illegally got their jobs back and got back pay. So essentially Elon Musk gave them a month off with pay and they got their jobs back. But Trump issued a couple of executive orders targeting specific law firms that do a lot of government work. Represent a lot of government employees, represent a lot of whistleblowers, and have also represented a lot of people like Hillary Clinton I can't remember the name of the company. It's something GPS. That was the company that arranged for, originally at the behest of Republicans, arranged for the creation of the Steele dossier that had the PP tape thing in it. And Trump targeted these law firms specifically for that reason. It was clear retribution for work that these law firms had done in the past. There is another huge law firm, Paul Weiss, Rifkind, Wharton, and Garrison, LLP. He had threatened to drop an executive order against them. I think he issued an executive order against them, and then one of their head guys went over to meet with Trump to make a deal, to bend the knee, to capitulate. And in the deal, this was reported by the New York Times, in the deal, Trump said, the firm agreed to a series of commitments, including to represent clients no matter their political affiliation, meaning you got to accept MAGA Republicans as well as Democrats, and contribute $40 million in pro bono legal services to causes that Mr. Trump has championed, including the president's task force to combat anti-Semitism, which is now run by a guy who has retweeted white Christian nationalists. I'm not kidding, and other mutually agreed projects. It's unclear how the money will be used to help the task force. Anyway, it's a pretty surreal thing for this firm, with this firm's history, to capitulate in this way. And over on the website talkingpointsmemo.com, which was one of my top 5 recommended websites for the next 4 years, Josh Marshall, who runs that site, routinely posts emails that he gets from readers. And one of them wrote in that says, I was shocked that Paul Weiss of all firms capitulated, but I'm not surprised. When Trump singled out Perkins Coie, there was an effort to get all of the largest law firms to file an amicus brief and stand together with Perkins Coie. As you've seen, that effort failed. Apparently, most firms wouldn't join the brief out of fear. And without collective action, they're going to get picked off one by one. I was really disappointed yesterday that the president of Princeton's article in The Atlantic was not co-signed by all of the presidents of the major research universities. If they don't stand together to oppose the illegal demands of the administration, they will all hang separately. And that's what we're seeing. That's what we're seeing. They won't band together, so Trump is picking them off one by one. And they won't band together because they're afraid of Trump. And the only way that they can overcome that fear of Trump is if they band together, which they're too afraid to do. Fucking pathetic, man.